To the Global Racing League Schumacher round for the very first race of the season at the Bahrain International Circuit. Just going to mute my phone. Just waiting for the event to start up as we go to qualifying. 15 minutes of qualifying and then a 29 lap half Grand Prix distance endurance race or feature race. We have 17 contenders, 17.5 minutes of qualifying, excuse me. Just wait for everyone to load their setups, drop their fuel loads, adjust their tyres, and we have to give you guys some more info on the screen. Okay, so let's look at tyres. That's the tyre they're currently on. Some telemetry, lap data. I think that should be okay. Oh, someone's avoided an accident there. What was that? So there's Audi there. Here they all come. Important to get out early so everyone's in sync and don't get too much traffic and people crossing over for in the out laps. It's currently riding on board with Snickers, who's in a Ferrari for this season. Okay, so we have almost all the competitors, all the drivers out on track. Who's coming across the line first? Looks like this guy. Alright, so riding on board with Void Mind. Nice deep braking into the first hairpin. Keeping the car nice and smooth, early on the power. Using maximum track limits. You can get away with it there because the curbs are flat-ish, so you won't get bottoming out or spinning through these flip-flops, I like to call them. Another very tight hairpin. Easy on the gas, so it's American term for fuel. A bit of understeer there, a little bit of oversteer coming off the corner. Taking a nice wide line into this fast left-hander, keeping the mid-corner speed as high as you can. Very tight exit. May have cost him a little bit of time. So the track hasn't rubbered up yet, so the grip on the surface is quite lowish for the session. So a lot of the drivers will still be trying to find the grip to know exactly how much they can push at this stage of qualifying. So over the line, 1:29 flat, that's a pretty good time. That's actually really good compared to the practice session we had earlier. Cheeky goes to the top now. No, excuse me, Rico goes to the top now with a Very nice lap, which has now just been replaced by C-Saves, who, if you've been watching the previous season, took out the title. This will be the man to watch. See if he can go back to back. So we've got a spinner in sector 1. Someone come off the track. So yeah, these boys in the 28s are doing very well, especially early on in the session. Riding on board with Joe Foley in the Haas. Oh, it looks like Coles car park. It's very good cornering. Good to hit the apex there. Come on and power gently, but firmly. Try and keep the car straight as you can going around this corner. Over the apex, and we have a spinner. So that looks like Noxie or Snickers. So let's see if we can find who that was. Yeah, Snickers. Okay, so very easy to do, especially coming off that hairpin. Too much power too soon. Snickers is struggling a little bit, surprisingly. We'll just have to chill out a bit and let everyone go by. Very gentleman racer, Snickers. I'm assuming they're all male in this event, but we generally have the demographic. Young men, old men, all walks of life can get on and play F1 from your living room, bedroom, bathroom, iPad. It's such a fun game. Okay, so into the pits, so let's ride on board now with Noxie. Let's see what he's up to. So he's got the ARS deployed, so he's on a hot lap. He's on a 2-lap old set of softs, which is surprising because he may do a double run and then just one more run rather than come to pits and do 3 stints. Noxie's another regular competitor for many seasons, a veteran racer in this game. Very pleasurable to race against and to watch. Howdy man, looks like it's hard to tell with all these blues which team's which. It could have been Lupix Pursuit. So he's used his EOS up very good this lap. Let's see what he can achieve coming up to the line. Rico's on another outlap and V-Ducks as well, so we'll jump on board with them in a second. So Noxie's in the midfield at the moment. Let's go on board now with Rico. Rico's just doing his warm-up prep for the hot lap. See where V-Ducks is on the track. So V-Ducks is behind him. Okay, some other competitors just crossing the line there. Okay, here he goes. No. That's an abort there. Not sure what happened there with him. Okay, got V-Ducks mowing down a few signs. Okay, let's jump on the provisionary pole sitter. He's on an outlap. Oh, this is crossing the line here. Oh. Too many. Oh, there's an off there. That looks like Garcia. And he'll be retiring for this session. And he'll be starting 15th or further back depending on whether the Viking comes out or the Aussie dude. Let's run with Audi man. Actually, we'll go back to CSAS. So you can see he's hot lap in full. So CSAS has been the benchmark of last season. So let's just sit on this for a while and we'll sit back and enjoy. Let's see if he can better his time. Big lockups there going into that corner. Using maximum track limits. Take the wide entry into here to maximise your speed coming out of the corner. Easy on the power. Yep, runs over these curves to straighten the line up. Is it off in sector 3? Now through the tricky chicane just here. It's not chicane, but hairpin. Bit slow coming off that one. Nice line through here. Nice and smooth, nice wide, fast execution. You want to get close but don't touch that inside line, the inside curve. Same with this one because you can snap oversteer very easily if you have a low ride height. It's coming to the final corner now. Take the widest approach you can to maximise corner speed. Nice and straight. Going down the main straight now. Does he better his time? And he does. Only marginally. Void Mine's up there, wow. Okay, here's a newcomer Void Mine to this series. Driving out from the main. Let's sit on board. Looks like he's maybe doing a fast up to the pits so he can get out again. Because he doesn't have a lot of ERS. He hasn't used any ERS on this lap. Okay, so we'll jump on now with V-Ducks. V-Ducks is on a hot lap by the look of his ERS usage. Let's see how he goes compared to CSAS. We'll take a nice wide line again through here. Nice clean exit there. Gotta go as wide as you can here, but don't touch the inside curve here. You can jump over these ones, and same with this curve because it's quite high. You don't want to get on top of that either. This sawtooth curve on the outside can drag you to the left, so you want to avoid that as well. This curve coming up here is quite easy to ride. You want to get on power very gently coming on the straight. Oh, he's coming to the pits as well. He must have had the sector speed he was happy with his delta, so I dare say he would swap out his tyres and go again in the last remaining minutes of the session. I'll jump on without him, man. Looks like that's an aborted lap as well. Cheeky. Cheeky is on a hot lap, just finishing up. And he's aborting as well. The reason they're doing this is because the clock's against them. If they can't better their sector splits, then they'll come in, swap out for a new fresher softs and go again. Because the track evolution on this game actually gets really good at the end of the session. So it'll be an interesting last few minutes. Stay tuned. So who we got here? We've got Rico. Rico's doing a hot lap, just going around the first corner. So he's going to give it, he's 100% now. This is his last chance. Full attack. He had to back out a bit there because he would have gone off the track. Very nice. Very nicely done there. Corner is one of the hardest corners of all the tracks. Nice downshifting, easy on the power. Plenty of ERS to play with for the last two straights. So about 25% left ERS. Can he get pole? 7/10 he has to make up, so coming to the final stretch. Does he do it? No, he moves up to P2. Still an excellent effort. Very well done. Okay, we'll jump on with Noxie because he's circulating at the moment. So Noxie's got half his DRS in hand, and he's got about a third of the lap to finish, so he can make up a bit of pace down the last two straights using his DRS. Yes, that was a very good apex there. Okay, coming out of the final corner, I dare say I'll move up a few spots. And his ERS is spent perfectly. So he's up to 6 now. Let's go on board with Cheeky. So Cheeky looks to be doing the start of his hot lap. So that's right on board. Well, should we flick over to Rico and see if he can get pole? He's got one up old tyres. Let me just toggle between them and let's have a quick look. So Rico's coming up now to finish off his lap, or is he going to make it? Yeah, he hasn't beaten his deltas, so he's just aborting. We'll go back to Cheeky now and see how he's faring. Session's now officially over, so no one else can start a hot lap. Interesting execution through there, that double apex. Braking and turning, quite challenging on that bend. And now it's just flat out around here, if you get the line correct. Will he touch the inside curvy? No. Gotta stay away from this sawtooth curve as well as much as you can. So coming out of the final turn, can he advance from P7? And the answer is yes, up to P2. That was a cooked lap. Let's quickly jump onto Vedux and see what he's got. Vedux is another very fast driver. Not sure if he's got the edge on this circuit though. Let's find out. Well, he jumps out in there. He's now just finishing up his hot lap. Very, very close. There's nothing there between V-Ducks and out of there. But no, he's done. So that's the end of qualifying, people. What did you all think? It's very hotly contested, this series. You can see the gaps. So they're nicely evened out actually on this circuit. So CSAV taking pole for the very first time this season, for the very first race, followed by Cheeky Otter, Rico, Void Mine, who's a new entrant to this series, V-Ducks, Audi Man, Noxie, LCN, DJ Millsy, Joe Foley, Snickers, the Aussie Dude, Big Holly, and Lupix Pursuit. I hope I pronounced it alright. And now the countdown's on for the warm-up lap of the main race. Oh, so, what's going to happen in the first corner? That is the question. So, this circuit is notoriously bad for race starts, for crashing, because it's such a long straight from the start line to an almost stop into the hairpin. So if you brake too late, you're going to hit someone in front of you. If you brake too early, you're going to get hit by someone. So that'll have a concertina effect and very high chance of a safety car on the first lap. So for a strategy, you may want to put on tyres you want to ditch very early up. If you're a mid-pack driver, if you're at the rear, you could probably go hards because you can avoid the collisions and just sit back a bit. If you're at the front, you probably want the fastest tyre, which will be the medium, and just go for it. But yeah, as a midfield runner, yeah, I'd say the problem with starting on hards is that you can end up in a collision because you're not going to accelerate the same pace as everyone else and potentially cause crash. So let's have a look at what tyres people are on. Okay, so, well, there you go. So the pole sit is sitting on the faster rubber, which is the mediums, and you probably will not use softs on this track at all because they'll wear out so fast, and you'll have to do a 3-stop strategy. That's why you'll see most of the drivers starting on the yellow medium compound or the hard compound tyres. Yeah, it happens. The reason you see people crashing each other this lap because people have different ways of warming up their tyres. Some will just brake right in the middle of a straight because it actually generates all the heat in the brakes and transfers that to the carcass or to the tyre itself. And that's a very good way of warming up your tyres. So there's no point in just flying down the straight because you're losing time for opportunities of warming up your brakes. So, and that can catch people out very easily. So here we're looking at Cheeky Otter, P2. So P1, CSAVs went for a spin, which caught my eye before. So he'll be starting slightly out of his preferred starting box position. So he'll still be in pole, but be back like about a metre as a penalty for not doing the warm-up. So it's very easy to do, very common because your tyres are very cold. It's like driving on wets, especially if they're hard tyres to start with. And if you don't have traction control and you've just come out of qualifying, you can catch you undone very easily. And with a champion like CSAVs, it can happen to the best of them. So we'll be doing some burnouts here just to get some extra tyre temp in the rear. Alright, so let's switch cameras and go for, if I can get CSAVs, hopefully we can get a wider shot of them at the start grid. Yeah, this camera angle is not very good. I'll have to sack the race director, whoever's providing the feed. Okay, we're going to have to change cameras and go back a few spots, I think. Oi! Okay, so here we go into Carnage Corner. So keep an eye out for these midfielders. Well, it looks like everyone's through safely. Let's just go back a few drivers. Okay, well done. Okay. No safety car yet. So it looks like Cheeky got a big jump on C-Slabs. He's now gone back to 4th, which is not ideal. He's got his work cut out for him now. And he's got some... Let's bring up the tyre information here. Find the right keys. Okay, so for all the mediums up until Void Mine, he qualified quite well. He's gone back a fair bit at the start, and that's probably because he got bad traction off the hards of the line. So riding on board with Noxie, looks like there's a challenge for the lead at the moment. Let's just ride with Rico. Okay, so there'll be no DRS yet. I have to do another 2 laps, just another one more lap before that's activated. Cheeky did a great start. Maintains the lead, and there's a pass on him further down. Get some bottom of action here. That'll be a warning, I'd say. Avoid going. So you can see that the hard tyre drivers are really struggling to start with, which is not unexpected. Well, these guys are battling great, side by side. Will they give each other some good racing room? There you go. Plenty of racing room, and that's very good sportsmanship there. Oh, a bit of oversteer come off the corner there. And White Mine's being repaid for his good sportsmanship. So Darcy has gone off on a few corners now and has a penalty. So we'll jump on to... who else is close? Snickers. So we'll jump into Snickers. C-Sav's just gone past V-Ducks. Still a long race to go, so no point in fighting for positions too heavily in regards to trying to keep your position. It's a long race. Oh, there's been another chain, Void Mine. Snickers has gone past someone here. So riding on with DJ Mozzie, another veteran of this series. Big Holly following quite closely, so we'll go back to Big Holly. Oh, someone's running wide up here. Who could that be? Is that Void? Jump on the cheek Snickers again. Can't quite get So riding a ball with Hickey. It's interesting that Hickey Cat's gone for softs. So he probably took the gamble that there'll be a safety car, I'd say, on the first corner, which is very, very common on this circuit for this game. Oh, we got a spinner. And that's the Aussie dude. I'm actually quite surprised at the pace up front. They've actually been able to pull away a little bit. Rico's getting quite close actually to the race leader here. Let's ride on board with Rico and see what's happening. As Hickey gets close to Void Mine, because Hickey's on softs, so he's going to have a ton of pace in his car at the moment. So we've got DRS now, so will he make the move or will he conserve? So let's bring up the telemetry. If I can find the right key for it. Play with T. There you go. Yep. Oh, big snap there. That's the problem with that curve. It's very high. And if you're running a low downforce, you'll get oversteer pretty easily. Void Mine's doing a great job on the hards. He's keeping Hickey behind him. And Hickey Cat's no slouch. He's quite a quick driver. There's been a pass between Snickers and Big Holly. And Snickers may have a problem. Let's just have a look. Oh, I think he may have just gone wide a couple of corners. Or he could have a broken front wing. Most likely he's got damage. So let's go back to Rico and see how he goes down the straight. I think the pass is on. It'd have to be. He's got 52. Okay, we'll just quickly see. Okay, 71 ERS, and is he defending? No. So Cheeky's not defending with his ERS. Oh, he's got the ERS on. He's defending now. So no, he won't let him pass this time round. And we've got CSAVs knocking on the door. So let's ride with CSAVs and see what he can do. Hey, it's not too bad. Actually, they'll be holding each other up now, so this is falling nicely into CSAVs. Oh, yeah, okay, he's got pass done. Yeah, that's good. Excellent pass. Sector 1 is off. The Audi man's gone. He's out. Nope, safety car. So they'll probably all duck into the pits because it's 6 laps into the race. So it looks like Vikings moved up a few spots as well on the hards. So the question is, does Viking pit and go on to mediums? I'd say, it's such a toss of a coin, isn't it? I think the hard runners should switch to mediums because there's likely there'll be another safety car and they can run double medium stints. Okay, so what's our race leader going to do? Is he going to pull into the pits? Is he going to bluff? And he pulls into the pits. And I think that's a wise move. Oh, Vidux on hards is going to go and complete his steal on the hards. Well, that's a good idea for Vidux because he didn't have track position, so now he'll gain it. And he'll be on the same compound, even though they're older tyres, as the cars behind him. So, as you can see, the majority of the field is pitted, or pitting. Aussie dude decides what to pick because he's on the hards and he's got nothing to lose, so he'll just move up the grid a bit there. Oh. Okay, let's take this opportunity to have a look at the race director. See who's got the pen. Oh, can we do that here? Okay, so what have we got here? Hards. Okay, so these guys haven't pitted. Cheeky's pitted to hards. Oh, CISO's gone medium. Okay. He's in for some, he means business. Alright, so Aussie stayed out. Rico's changed to the compulsory compound change. We've got Noxie, okay. Darcia. Viking switched over to mediums. At the cost of some track position. Big Holly. Snickers gone for softs. Audi Man's out, so, and Ronaldo got disqualified. Let's find out why. I'll just go F6. Collision. Fully out of collision. Okay, yeah, bit of biff in the margin. Parked in a dangerous location. Okay, yeah. So what can happen sometimes is you can get, if you spin and you can get stuck on a curb if you've got low ride height, and then yeah, they'll just disqualify you. Or you could have disconnected, but it would have gone to AI. So terminal damage. Okay, so Audi's probably run into someone, I'd say. Speeding on a safety car. Okay, so speeding on a safety car happens when you don't keep your distance. When you come into, you have to maintain your pace, and if you don't do that within 15 seconds, or when the 15 seconds expires, you get a drive-through penalty, which I think is a very harsh penalty for that. But then the rules. So there's the pit stoppers. Okay, so let's just go back, get ready for the restart. So someone's in the pits at the moment. Looks like it's Snickers. Let's just go to Snickers. If we can get there. Is it Chef? Oh, there we go. What's he doing? So he's gone from his softs back to hards. Does he have enough? Yeah, he should be able to catch up with the field. Yeah, he'll catch up for sure. I will just ride with him because others are running behind the safety car. So Snickers will be focused on getting his tyre temp up because these hards take longer to heat up. It takes about roughly around half a lap for them to get in the workable range, or the ideal range for grip. Until the tyres heat up, you get a lot of understeer going in the corners, so you have to go slower around the bends. So, he might be in trouble if the safety car comes in, but he'll be safe, staying out another lap. So this weaving about is all about keeping your tyre temps ready for the restart. So these two guys, V-Dux and DJ, they're on hards and they've still got reasonable life in them, so I expect them to stay pretty much where they are for a few laps. They'll come under pressure from CSAVs and Cheeky Order pretty quickly, but everyone's got 100% ERS in the bank now, so they can defend for a few laps. So Aussie Dude is another interesting one because he's kind of out of place with the people he's racing against. Because Rico, as you know, started up front, so, and he's a fast peddler, so he will get around this circuit at a blistering pace, and he'll want to get past the Aussie Dude as fast as he can. So I think we might ride on board with him at the restart. So we'll switch cars now. And if we can see the action ahead, I'll jump forward to the cars in front of them. So Rico is one of the fastest pedalers in this game. Him and CSAV. I'd say the McLaren boys are pretty fast as well. So this league generally has the better pick of the pool. Generally the tidy drivers, the good drivers that have good habits, good experience with this game. So there's no real bad drivers in this game. Okay, so there's a challenge on for the lead. Is there? Third. Here we go. So Cheeky's on it. He's got the medium, so he'll have the grip advantage going into this first corner. He's got to be careful he doesn't get tapped. Whoa. Oh! There he goes. And this is a common issue with the restarts. Your tyres are a bit cooler. So Rico makes the pass. He's up in the third. So let's jump back to Sabs, because Sabs also a fast peddler, as we know. Let's see him overtake the Aussie Dude on the outside. He'll keep this position because the Aussie Dude is a true gentleman racer. He won't just run him off the track. And he knows he's not racing him for position because he's out of position. Technically he's racing for position, but he's out of position based on his strategy. Okay, so there's some passing going on back here. Oh. So we have Fully getting past Noxie. Can Noxie respond? Let's find out. So Fully's on softs, which is quite an interesting strategy. So he won't be able to keep up with him based on purely on grip. So let's go back to Rico. It looks like he's getting close now to Cheeky. These guys are on the same age tyres, so it'll be an even fight. So Fully's getting very close as well to Aussie Dude, so let's have a look at that. Oh, very hard. Oh, it's going to get nasty through. No. Oh! Great racing, very good. Very good racing from Jay Fully there. He could have kept his foot in it, but he didn't. Yeah, look at the grip advantage he has on those softs. Yeah, he's got to get a lot of understeer offline there, so that grip advantage diminishes very quickly. Very low on ERS, so he's going to have to try and pass him through the corners rather than the straights. Let's just jump back to Rico. Looks like the Vikings on a pass as well here. So don't discount Viking. He always pulls off amazing strategies. We'll get Driver of the Day award. Starting at the back, moving up half the field already almost. Easy pass. So else we got here? Look, we've got Fully's in a battle here with Aussie dude, and he's got Noxie on his tail. The flashing light says that the ERS on the car in front is depleted, and he's bowled wide. So the flashing means they're under 10%, but the batteries do rejuvenate when you go around corners, but they don't rejuvenate as fast as you spend it. So in previous games of EA F1, the ERS used to rejuvenate very quickly, but this series they actually modified it, so I suppose it's more realistic, but it doesn't regenerate as fast. Because I think the creators of the game thought that it was too OP, especially when you watch the official F1 series, that yes, the ERS was too easy to use to pass. So now you have to strategize when you use it and how you use it. If you're a quick driver, you can spend it quickly, and whoop, there's a pass on here. So Cheeky pulled fast up there. As I said earlier, V-Dux and Cheeky can maintain the positions while these other guys are fighting. Did someone go off? Nice pass there, nice and tidy. Obviously the tyre advantage at this stage of its life is pretty good, 6 laps. I don't expect this to last very much longer though. They'll drop off the cliff very quickly in the next few laps. You can start to see him getting a lot of oversteer, and that's purely because the tyres are wearing and they're overheating the carcass. So every time you slide, it gets hotter, and it actually adds to the wear of the tyre. So LCN was able to sneak one up the inside there, while the cars in front are having a good battle as well. So let's jump one car forward to LCN. And one more forward to Aussie dude. So Aussie dude is doing alright with the age of his tyres. I think he's getting a bit ambitious on that bend though, trying to pass there. So let's check out the ERS on both of these cars. So he's got 17 versus 27, and there's a pass on here because the DRS down this long straight has a lot of advantage if you're close. Yep, so these guys must have got a nice toe off that as well, so the race is on here. Almost touched. Oh, such a hard place on the outside there. Yep, and you could just see there that Noxie backed out there because he was running off track and he didn't want to get a warning. Meanwhile, all this fighting is giving Viking a big advantage of catching up to these guys. So Cheeky and Sabs, so Sabs now in the lead. I must have missed that. Sorry. But that was to be expected because of the strategy. Picking the the medium compound tyres. I think the pass might be on here for Aussie dude, if you can get close enough. And he's not using his ERS, so he's not going to pass this one, he's using it now. So Rico's pretty close to Cheeky, but Cheeky's got pace, so they're both on the same age tyres. Cheeky's a fast pedaler as well, so he's won a lot of races. and he has a lot of experience, so been around for a while. Cheeky. Okay, so Aussie's ramping up closer to fully. We'll switch if we get closer. So we're halfway through the race. So the many runners will get to their window in about 4 to 5 laps. They could probably stretch it longer, depends on their setups and how they've been driving. Okay, it looks like there's some passing going on further back here. We'll go back one, not too far back. Yeah, that's a DRS zone, and you can make passes there, but you've got to be very close entering that DRS zone to pull it off neatly. So Fully's fallen back to the rear at the moment because he's swapped out his softs, which would have been completely burnt out. So he'll run hardest in the race now, while the others have to make pit stops. So he can actually get a top 10 finish if he drives well. He'll get some points today, no doubt. Okay, so Rico's now only marginally behind, so let's jump on. Here's the pass. So this is the first DRS zone after the main one down the main straight, and they're neck and neck. Who's going to come out in front? Oh, sorry, wrong camera. Yeah, crazy corners, huh? Okay, so there is a solid pass by Rico. Hats off to him. Now he's got to put his head down and try and catch CSAS. If Cheeky doesn't come back on him. So Cheeky's running a bit low on ERS, so he may struggle to pass him down the long straight, the main long straight. Whereas I think Rico's got same, there you go. So yeah, he'll have the DRS advantage because they're pretty much tied on strategy and tied on ERS. So you can see the how much gain you can make in the DRS zone. It just made up like 0.4 of a second back at him. Okay, so Aussie and Noxie are having a battle. I went flying past him now. ERS, so he had the ERS on. So let's go and have a look from the other people. Yeah, so Aussie's a bit disadvantaged by his tyre life, so I can't see him passing him through the corners at this stage. They're both very low on ERS, but if you can stick with him going onto the main straight within, let's say, half a second, then you'll have a good chance of passing him if Noxie doesn't defend with his ERS, which I believe is a little bit lower, not much. So you have to use this ERS sparingly because they need it. VDUX pits. Okay, so VDUX is pitting. He's got 18 lap old hard tyres, and so does Aussie Dude. So smart call because you know he didn't have the tyre life to get past him. So Viking strategy is paying off for him at the moment because he's now moved up the order. That's a decent stop. So Darcy just got fastest lap, so he's on the softs and the track conditions better and the low fuel, a bit lower fuel now. So C-Sab stood out in front with a comfortable margin, which he hasn't really increased from Rico. Cheeky's still in DRS range, or thereabouts. Snickers is getting close to Ducks, VDUX, so, and their tyre life is quite different, as you can see. He probably will lose a bit of ground because he doesn't have the tyres to match at this stage. So Viking on the mediums and Hickey Cat. So Hickey Cat is on a different compound with the same age. So Viking should be able to crawl up to the rear of him soon. But 12 lap old mediums, yeah, they're getting close to their expiry date. Whereas the hards, they can probably go 18 to 20, so it may be, yeah, doesn't look like he has the advantage has the tyre life to do it at this stage. So who's going to blink first? Savs has to go on the hards because he's done 2 medium stints. So Rico will jump on the mediums, and I reckon he could be on for the win. My money's on him, based off strategy. But he'll have to make the pass on track. We can't count out Cheeky either. You know, Cheeky, for all things considered, he hasn't slipped back that far. There you go. Savs is in the pits. Okay. So he'll go onto the hards. Or is he going on the softs? And the answer is softs. Okay, well that makes a lot of sense because we can do 8 laps on softs easily. So Rico would then most likely go to the end now on hards. He'll stretch those 14 out to, what's the math, the 20-some, 23, 24 laps, yeah. They're capable of doing that. And Savs has to catch up 16 seconds to win the race. So, yep, money's on Rico to win. So yeah, Rico shouldn't pit. Don't pit, mate. Just keep going for it. So we jump into Viking and we'll have a look. Okay, so Sav's got to drive like an animal right now. He's going to be 10 tenths every lap, every corner. As Olsen gets past Snickers because he's on a fresh set of sauce. Or was that just a pit? That's maybe a pit change. Those gaps look too high. So we'll sit on board with CSABs unless there's anything else exciting happening, because he's going to pass these guys quite easily. Yeah, 2 corners or thereabouts. Yeah, so mega advantage, new softs versus old hards. Yeah, it's day and night on this game. It's like that in real life as well. If you watch Formula 1, you'll see that the softs do have a significant advantage, but it's a short-lived advantage. So you have to use it at the right time, the right moment, which, as you can see, CSAVs, well, he had no choice because he went medium, so he had to change compounds. So, the question is, can he get back up in 6 laps? Can he reduce that gap? I think he'll get close to Cheeky and possibly pass him. So you look at that gap just reducing, 13.5. So Viking pits, and in Viking style he'll be on sauce. So Viking should be able to bag some points as well, even though he's dropping down the order, because soft tyres on this circuit pay huge dividends. Particularly, it's a low grip surface, and if you've got soft tyres, it has a huge advantage. So he saves now 12 seconds, so he's gained a fair bit in just in 1 lap, so I might come back to him in a sec. I might jump on Hickey Cat and see how he's handling. Snickers is going slow, and looks like he may retire, and he may bring out a safety car. No? Not sure what's happening here. Has he got severe damage? So CSAV's 11 seconds now, with 5 laps in hand. So he'll definitely catch Cheeky if he's doing 2 seconds or 1.5 seconds a lap. Yeah, it's going to be tough. I think Cheeky might probably have a fight. I think those softs might have been ready for the dumpster by the time he gets there too. So Vikings now reeling in Darcia. He's in the last points paying position. So Snickers is a DNF officially. So I wonder where he's parked that. Can I have a look at that? No, it won't take me there. Nine seconds now, so to the lead. And he's only 4 seconds now, CSAVs. You should be able to see him. Should be in his eyesight range. Let's see how far. No, the draw distance isn't good enough. So Now it looks like Cheeky's at the end of the straight. Okay, so Hickey's on old hards, chasing down Noxie on the same strategy, and he's got 35 ERS, and Noxie's got 13. So looks like the pass might be on here, because Hickey's in DRS range, and he's got a nice fat battery. Well, a better battery. I wouldn't say it's fat, but it's better and it's got more life in it. Okay, so Sav's really amping up, and he is cooking it out there. He is flying along. Sorry, this is the interval. Sorry, he's got 7 seconds. I'm tripping. He's got 7 seconds to catch. I was thinking it's the delta to the leader. Sorry, he's 7 seconds behind. So yeah, I think first, second, and third are going to be. I think they're in their podium positions. Go back to Hickey. So Hickey's gonna not deploy his ERS this lap. I think he's just gonna regenerate his ERS for the next lap. You can see that Nox is now spent on his extra performance energy. So the flashing light means that the car in front of you is less than 10%. And when you're sitting in your cockpit seeing that you have 32%, you start rubbing your hands together. Going, I'm looking good for fourth. So Aussie and Holly are having a bit of a battle. I want to quickly flick over and come back. Send it, man, send it. Yeah, so Holly's got a harder task because he's on hards. So Hickey's getting close again, so they're running down the back straight. Does he deploy? Yes, he does. Pass is on. Does he defend? Nope. So there's a change of position now. Yeah, there's not much Nox he can do. So he's just going to give him the spot and fight and live for another day. Or he's going to come back on him. Yep. He's going to send it, I think. No. I think Hickey would have deployed the rest of his energy there to defend. So let me just check that. Yeah, he's down to 16, so maybe he didn't deploy energy to defend that. He's confident with his position at that point. So Millsy is getting close to fully as well. And DJ Millsy's got fresher set of mediums than, not by much, but mediums over hards plays a significant advantage if the mediums are still in good shape. That all comes down to driving style, how much oversteer and wheel spin you have. So you want to keep your temperatures low to reduce of your tyres by not wheel spinning and oversteering, so you don't wear them out as fast. It's been quite a low attrition race, surprisingly. Okay, does he deploy? He does. Okay, so change of position on its way. Fully goes defensive, but decides better of it. And a nice clean pass there. Okay, so actually, you know what, Fully's got some battery power here, so he's not attacking back, which he's attempting to do, and he's going to send it. I probably would have held on for the next straight with that battery advantage. For the main straight, that is. Sorry, not the next straight. Another retirement. Loop X Pursuit is now out of the race. He just got a branch to the medium, so most likely he had cold tyres and spun and hit the wall. That's my guess. Very easy to do, especially on low fuel loads, which all the cars have now at this point of the race, last lap. So there's no action at the front at the moment because they're separated by about 5 seconds each for the podium. Oh, Vidox is on it. Oh, what's going on here? Okay. Okay, so Rico's coming around the final turn and he's about to take the checkered flag. He has enough gap to easily win this race. Followed by Cheeky Otters just about to cross now. We'll ride with these guys in case there's a pass. Yep, looks like they're going to stay with it in these positions. So all in all, good race. So Rico, Cheeky Otter, C-Sabs, Vidox, Picky Cat, Noxie, LCN, DJ Millsy, the Viking, and then the Aussie dude are all in the points paying positions. What happened there? Is he out of fuel? I think Viking's out of fuel, so he just dropped a position now. That's what it looked like. Well, he dropped only 1 point, so... I suspect he was hoping for another safety car based on his fuel loads. And traditionally we get at least 2 or 3 safety cars at this track, not just, and we've only had one tonight, so... Awesome race, everyone. This is my first commentary effort for the series, actually for my forever, so I hope you enjoy my commentary, and we'll catch you on Sunday for the next round, which will be in Saudi Arabia, a brutal street circuit. So we just switch the podium now. Great win to Rico. Good strategy. Good driving. Kept it clean and tidy. Did a lot of passing. Ended up a few spots back after the safety car, and he managed to claw back a good strategy and make some clean passes on the track. Well deserves a win, in my opinion. Also to Cheeky. on the pace the whole race, neck and neck with pace with Rico. And Sabs just ran out of laps to catch up to him. And you can see his tyres went off the edge at the end there as well. All in all, very good racing, clean racing, good overtakes, and fair hard racing. And that's what we like to see. Well, that's me signing off. Catch you all next time.